Back to the feet now. Overhand.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds, and it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter. Take the judges out of it.
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Don't finish this fight.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
All right, there's the clapper. 10 seconds to go. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
All right, so there is the horn. At times in that previous round, I didn't think we'd get here after that head kick nearly had him out of there.
It was a good round leading up to that, but when you take a head kick like that, when your opponent gets your entire body into that kick, usually the night.
All right, here we go, fourth round of a possible 5, and this is the time where fighters are really tested, right? Dig deep, lean on the heart. We'll see who has the upper. With the guard, now his opponent's really on the ropes.
His opponent's on Beat Street. He's hurt so bad. I don't know what he's gonna do to stay in this fight.
Looks like his leg is hurt here. You can even see him limping a little bit. And they separate. Well, just exhausting watching something. It's a huge shot there, DC. I'm not sure how he stayed upright.
I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, to stay standing shows and talks to your toughness.
Nice punch by Johnson. Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was around landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight. Stuffs the takedown. No problem takedown attempt here, and that one is true. Nice job there to enter and ultimately plant his opponent on the mat.
Now what does he do? That he's gotten his best shot off, finished the attack. Where does he go now from the top position?
Good work here to the body with the ground and pound by Anderson. Good, solid strike on the ground. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Let's go, finish this, guys, come on.
Changes his stance. You'll see a lot of this from this fighter. Oh, continuing to work the body to great effect. The hip toss as he takes him down. Now we'll see what he can do with it.
Right into side control.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
And now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think you're going low to right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
Under 1 minute remains in round 4. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Johnson's pass is denied. All right, full guard now, DC.
The fighter on top needs to be trying to gain posture to throw ground and pound and then move to the next position. But if you're on the bottom, you've got to build a shield. Try to push your opponent off to try to get back to your feet.
Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Anderson. Horn sounds for the end of round 4. All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
Breathe. Listen, that was awesome. I need more of that. I want you to go out at the beginning of this round and be aggressive.
So here it is, folks, fifth and final round.
Ooh, what a punch.
Oh, a little single collar tie there. On that punch right there, his opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
All right, so another swing and a miss, and I'd imagine if your gas tank is this low, you got to find times to try to preserve that energy and get yourself back to a place where you can actually dole out some damage.
Yeah, you got to get out to space. Oh!
Anderson gets caught with that punch. Not the easiest guy in the world to hit, but he got caught there. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Anderson. Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. Under 3 minutes now to go, round 5. Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here. Just outstanding with the transitions.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important. Now, the guy's attacking the triangle. He finds himself in trouble because he got a little bit lazy in the full guard.
Looks like he's trying to manipulate the head. This could be tight.
Watch triangle, watch triangle. He needs to push the arm to the side, get his head against the mat. Now watch, as he goes to the finish, watch his, it's in there deep. There you go.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submission.
Anderson's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swells. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. A lot of top pressure being applied here.
Yeah, it's close, it's close.
Well, what a title fight it was, what a showcase it was for this division, but at the end of the day, the champion just did a little bit more, and you got to think he gets the nod, right?
I believe it was the championship experience that allowed him to push through in those spots that he needed to in order to keep his championship. I agree with you, J.A. I think he keeps his belt.
All right, it looks like the official decision is in. Yes, here's Bruce Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 48-47. Declared the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world,
UFC light heavyweight champion of the world. You just heard it there from Bruce Buffer, DC. You have heard those words before yourself. This was the glamour division for a long time, and the champion remains as such.
Because of the great champions of the past, UFC at 205, the keto